lovely Goujons. Now, the thing is, as I always say, you don't have to eat it straight away. You can make the Goujons and you can just put it in the oven to heat.
People are still joining us. People are still very much joining us.
Okay, darling. All right. Just we'll keep going. Now I'm just getting on a little bit earlier. I won't start at all until I've had the okay. It's quite funny because I'm still, even though we're so far down the line, I'm still learning because my mind is elsewhere, as you all gather. So I'm longing to get going, but it's very exciting. I'm using my lovely copper roaster for my potatoes tonight. I'm very excited because I thought that would be so nice. So I'm very excited. So I've had a very good week and busy doing photographs and things like that and filming for YouTube. So it's all been very exciting. So tonight is a family meal. It's a really good family meal. It is doing some potatoes. I don't think we're quite ready yet because we not meant to start until exactly 5 o'clock. So they're going to give me the okay. But if there's any questions, please ask me some questions, and Tom will try and actually do them and see and actually try and get them in. We might not get them all in. We'll try and get as many as possible in. So anything about food, anything you want to know, I love questions, as you know, and just keep going. Now, can you believe it? Martin isn't here tonight. Bereft. Martin's not here, but Martin is at home and he is actually watching. So Martin, hi. I do hope we're going to do a good job without you, because I'm sure they are cracking it. I'm getting down with the kids now. They are cracking it. Basically, they are just doing their thing, but they're loving it too. I call them Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
Actually,
yes,
we're all starting to go now. But
are we?
We've already got a quick question from Dave.
Yeah, hi Dave.
Why is my mayonnaise a lot more yellow than store-bought?
Well, because it's obviously eggs as well. Maybe they've got very yellow yolks. It could be because it's natural and it's mayonnaise, whereas bought mayonnaise is white. And I've never quite understood that. But actually, I haven't actually looked at what they do, but it's not all the real thing. So purely because of the eggs you're using, egg yolks proper, it's the real thing. It's the real deal. The real deal is homemade mayonnaise is yellow, pale yellow. Yes, go on. But hi, Dave. Oh, hi, Jackie. Jackie Ball.
Jackie just actually asked 300 ml of oil for the tartar sauce.
No, listen.
Sounds like a lot.
Jackie, you're absolutely spot on. Now, look, I've done this on purpose. Look, normally, okay, for a portion, I do 150 grams or 150 mils of sunflower. You can halve it and use one egg and do it like that. The reason why I've done 300 is because I thought it was quite cool to have some in the fridge because it lasts for so long. But well done, Jackie. You noticed I had actually done that, and I actually had seen that. So don't worry. But I always make 300 is what I do. But if you don't want to make 300, you can just cut it down. No problems at all. But you're right. Typical Jackie, that's typical you to get that. All my friends, Dave as well and Jackie. Okay, guys, no, you're all right, but you say it because these are things I'd already thought about. So carry on. Any more questions? It's so nice to see you, though. It's so nice to have you on there. You're like, we're coming on every week and having my friends on the other end of the camera. It's such a lovely feeling. It's lovely, especially during COVID. It's so nice. So anything else? Any more questions, please, before we start?
No, we've got California on the line.
Oh,
Janet.
Hi, California. Hi, Janet. Gosh, how lovely of you. Jeanette, oh hi Jeanette. Did you get up early for this? I'd be interested to hear, because I don't wonder what time is it with you. It's breakfast time, I would have thought. But the thing is that you would actually be, this is lovely because you can make it. Actually, you could have a brunch. Make this as your brunch. That would be cool. Just pop it all in the oven when you're ready to eat, or an early lunch or something. But hi, thanks for joining us. That's really good. Anybody from around the world, please do let us know where you're from, because I do love that. I think it's quite special. Now, I think I ought to start. Otherwise, we're going to be here forever.
Yeah, let's go.
So let's go. So let me push my chair behind. There we go. Right. Okay, here we go. Now, first thing, I've got to get these potatoes in the oven. Now, presumably, you have peeled your potatoes. If not, peel them. So don't worry. Just basically peel them, and we'll do them quickly. Now, I decided, okay, for the photograph, I made them rather trendy, and I did square ones. But I thought, because I called in the list of ingredients, I said wedges, and wedges it's going to be, because I think that's quite cool. So we'll just do some nice wedges, okay? Now, I do sometimes leave the skin on, because I think skin's quite nutritious, quite frankly. So, you know, I've actually done that in the 3. So I'm doing long in half lengthwise, and then in 3. Okay, that's enough. So it depends how big your potatoes are, to be quite frank with you. I did say 4 large potatoes.
We have a lot of children cooking with us today. We have Jack Matthews cooking, who's 4 from Bampton.
Hello, Jack. Hi, Jack.
So let's got too pacey today.
Oh, we won't go pacey. Jack, don't worry. We will get... Have you got your mum with you, your mummy with you? So that'll be cool. But hi, Jack. So well done for trying to cooking. So there's lots of things you can do today. Lots of things. So we're going to put... There we are. Put it in here.
Quick question for you.
Yeah, far away.
Tip. How do you do Hasselback potatoes?
Now, Hasselback potatoes, the easiest way to do Hasselback potatoes is to get a spoon. And when you cut your potato, is actually put it on a spoon like this and go down. So the spoon stops it from going right down to the board. So that's how you do it, or put it onto 2, or I do it chopsticks sometimes. I put it on, I cut it very finely, and then I just put it in the oven with olive oil, garlic, and all the gummings around it, lots of parsley, and it's utterly delicious. It's a very old-fashioned thing to do, but actually it's delicious, and it's come back, and I'm very glad to see. We used to do Hasselback potatoes in the 70s. So now, with the oil, we're going to just do this. Put it all in. Now, there's a lot of water in potatoes, a lot of water, so they will shrink quite a lot. Now, I prefer to cook the potatoes on a high heat. Now, please put your oven on, okay? Don't worry if you haven't put it on yet, but just put it on now, because there's plenty of time.
Sorry, could you do just a shout out to Laura and Imogen from Pleshy?
Okay, Laura and Imogen from Pleshy. Hi, hi, hi. So I hope you're enjoying yourself. Okay, now, what I'm going to do is I must just rinse my hands, okay, so full of oil. So I'm going to do this. Okay, now, so we've got our potatoes. Now, do you see when I put the potatoes in, I keep them quite far apart. So as I said, your oven needs to be high, because it's better to cook these on a really high heat than to cook them on a lower heat, because I want it crispy. So what I'm going to do, and when they're done, I'll take them out and then put them back in the oven again if they're done earlier. So I'm going to put my oven on to 210 Celsius. Now that's quite high. So basically, and that's a fan assisted one. Okay, so we'll do that. So make sure, I'm making sure mine is going on. So 210. Fine, okay, so that's done. Now, the sesame seeds. All I'm going to do is take the sesame seeds, put them over the top, like that. So the oil is on it, so it sticks to the oil. There we go. I don't know about you, but I love sesame seeds. It's a bit of a weakness of mine. Sesame seed oil, sesame seed everything. Now, I'm going to just pop them in like that. Can you see that? Okay, perfect. So I'm going to now put those in the oven. And the trick about this is, and it is a trick, do not move them. You only do that once through the cooking, all right? Everybody keeps moving them, taking them out. But that's not the way to do it. You have to let it do its own job. So let the oven do its job, okay? So I'm going to put this in, all right, now.
Before we get into the next day, should we do a big shout out to our farm shops?
Oh, completely, my lovely. I tell you, I love the farm shops, and I want to say hello to all the farm shops throughout the UK. We will be shouting a farm shop of the week. We're starting that on around the 15th of March, because I think it's really special to shout out to special people who are trying to help. Because if it wasn't for the sharp farm shops, I tell you, during COVID, people would have had a real problem. So we've got a lot to answer for, to thank for the farm shops. In fact, when they were actually clapping the national health, which they all deserved it, but I also thought there were other people also who deserved it. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put, this is here. Now, this is our tartar sauce. I wonder how many people have made their own mayonnaise. Now, obviously Dave has, which I'm glad to hear. So what I'm doing is I'm actually using rapeseed oil. I'd normally use sunflower oil, but because for the sharp farm shops, I sort of promised to use rapeseed. And I think that's important because it is local to us. It is, every county has their own rapeseed. So I think it's quite important again to support them. But doing your own mayonnaise is one of the most delicious things you could ever do, because it is so yummy for a start, but also you know what it's made of. There's no preservatives in there. There's nothing. It's just good for you. Now, obviously, it's oil, but you know what? It's good oil. It's good oil, but you don't need an awful lot. But there are tricks to making a mayonnaise, and I really want to do it. Now, children, those children who are involved, I think what is nice is to get your mothers and fathers to just help you at the beginning, all right? And then you can sort of take it in. Now, the thing is, what happens, it can separate very easily, but if you put too much oil in, there is a trick to it all. Now, what I'm going to do, what is a tartar sauce? A tartar sauce is when you have things like gherkins, little cornichons, gherkins in it. I've got some finely cut shallot. I've also got some capers. I love capers. So it's got all that vinegary, that sort of thing in it. Also mustard. I've got some good Dijon mustard there. And I have to tell you today, I've got a little bit of a sore arm. So I think I've been doing rather a lot of whisking lately. So I'm going to start whisking, but then I'm going to go on to my lovely hand blender. This is a hand blender, and I promise you, this is no sales gimmick, but this is the best hand blender KitchenAid I have ever possessed. This is unbelievable. Seriously, it is so good. I've had a lot of these in my time, but that is the best. So if you're looking for one, please get the KitchenAid. Right, so first thing, trick is, you get the egg yolks. Now, the egg yolks, hopefully they've been in room temperature. So, oopsie, first one. No, you don't do that. That's something you don't do. But that could be for my scrambled egg tomorrow morning. Never mind. Okay, so we start again. How did that happen? Okay, here we go. Oh, whoopsie, never mind. Okay, so next one. Oh, he's just getting me another bowl. Thank you. Thank you. Right. So let's see if we can get right this time. So you see, we're at home. I'm frightened now. Right. So basically, okay, you just have an egg yolk there. Just now. Now, Jackie, if you want to use just 150, be my guest. No problems.
Sorry, Chef. Big question. How long can you keep tartar sauce in the fridge?
Oh, a good week, if not longer. Now, the reason being, and you see,
it's in a pot. Can you go for 2
no.
years?
You can't go for 2 years. You can't go for anything. No, fresh mayonnaise. It's very important that if you want to keep mayonnaise a little bit, what you do is put a skim of olive oil over the top. So what that does, it preserves it in the fridge, the actual olive oil. So every time you come to use it, you then whisk your olive oil into it, or whatever you have, or rapeseed oil. Because the most important thing is that you have it covered. There's no air getting it. Most important, no air must ever get to it, because that is what turns it off. Okay, getting the air to it, but it will go off eventually. Now, we're going to put it, so we got our 2 egg yolks, you can see that. They're my egg whites. You all know about my egg whites. I like to freeze my egg whites and make roulade or something afterwards. Right, we're now going to take mustard. Now, the reason for taking the mustard is because it homogenizes it. It actually gets it, it actually makes it hold together more. And it's sort of quite, now there's hardly any there, but I'm just going to pop that in. There we go, that'll do. Okay, so I'm going to throw this away a bit later. So here we go. So we got our mustard and our egg yolks. Right. Okay. Whisk. Now, when you come to put the oil in it, this is where you get a cloth. So I'll give you time to get a cloth. You need time. Get a cloth. And you can put your oil on top, because you're going to make an awful lot of mess. So get your oil. Can they see this easily?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So the trick is, when you're making a mayonnaise, is to do it drop by drop, because if you don't, you won't get it to hold onto it. It's like if you can, almost little crystals. It's got to establish, it's got to hold onto it. It's one of these most amazing things, I think, in cookery, that the fact is you can end up with oil going into something, and by just getting it at the right thing, it holds it, it coats it and coats it and coats it, and it makes it work. And it's really clever, but it only works if you do it the right way.
Chef, we have a question.
Yeah.
Will the sesame seed burn on
No.
the potatoes while cooking?
No, the sesame seeds will not burn while they're on the potato. For some reason, the sesame seeds stay as they are. You will see when they come out. Right, okay, so the first thing we're going to go, watch it. It's very clever. You get your spoon, and that's to guarantee you only do drop by drop. I can't be bothered to pour it. I just get a spoon, and I go like that. Yes, it's going to take ages, but we just ask questions while we do this. Don't worry.
While you're doing that, can you give a big shout out to Paul and Claire?
Yes.
Who are cooking along for the first time?
Oh, hi, Paul and Claire. Well, thank you for joining us. This is fun. This is great. And you're going to have enough mayonnaise for a week, but don't worry. Now, this is where, guys, I'm going to start using my electric one. Now, I'm sure you guys, you can use your electric, or you can just do it. You can just do it in a great big mixer. I have my lovely KitchenAid mixer. I have my lovely KitchenAid everything. I have my KitchenAid kettle. I love it. I do, I love KitchenAid. As simple as that. I can't help myself.
Why are you just dipping in the oil?
Well, because what I'm doing is drop by drop. If you, until the actual egg yolk coagulates, I'm dripping, somebody asked me here, Mark asked me here, why am I dripping it in the oil? Reason why, until it's coagulated, you actually can't do it into a fine stream. But I will soon be able to do it into a fine stream. And what this does it can crawl, you know, it's sort of easier than doing that, I just think, anyway. This is my way of doing it. So if you want to copy me, if you want to pour it drop by drop, you can pour it. But if you want to do it my way, you can just do it my way. I don't mind. Anything goes. Now, the whole thing, what is the sign of a good mayonnaise? The sign of a good mayonnaise is when your spoon can stand up in the middle. Yep, that's it. That's true. A spoon can stand up in the middle. I'm not talking about a great big dessert spoon. I'm talking about a teaspoon. Let's get that one straight. So that I'm just letting myself off the hook just in case. But you never know, it may be so good this time and so solid that I might be able to hold on to it. Okay, we're doing very well here. We're just going to keep going. We're doing very well. Jackie, will you let me know? Will you just let me know, Jackie? Are you doing the 300 or are you doing the 150, half the quantity? I need to know this from you. Will you let me know, please? Okay, I'm going to, in a minute, not yet. I will be going quicker in a minute.
Your KitchenAid is getting a lot of love.
Oh, lovely. Love it, love it, love it. Good, good. Well, tell KitchenAid you heard from Rosemary Schrager. I promise you, I don't get money from them or anything. I'm not endorsing. I just love KitchenAid. When I went to America, this is true, when I did the best leftovers ever, the whole thing was kitted out with KitchenAid. I mean, everything. It was actually like home from home. It was extraordinary. So, okay, there we go. Now just keep going.
So, the big question here, Ben, is that you need to confirm how much oil is to it.
A 300. Now, if you don't want to do 300, if you want to do one egg, just do 150. Honestly, look at that. I love it. I love the fact. Yeah, this is such a cool thing to do. Seriously, such a cool thing. I love it. Small things excite me. They're really good. They're sort of all laughing here. You can hear them. Yeah.
Jackie stays for the big 300.
Well, Jackie, bravo. Well done. I knew you would. So it means you're going to be having a mayonnaise for the rest of the week. Cool. So am I. You won't not be pleased. I swear. Jackie lives in the triangle of the rhubarb triangle. Isn't that true, Jackie? Right. I want to know, while I'm doing this, I want to know how many people have gone to your farm shops. I want to know. Can you please say, and which farm, does a farm shop want a shout out? Because I will shout it out if they, while I'm doing this job.
Why do you like farm shops?
Because it's all local. They try to get why I like farm shops so much is because they try to get everything local. Everything is locally sourced. Everything is locally done. Okay, you can't maybe get everything local, but they try and support the local produce. It's sustainability. It's what it's all about today. And not only that, I think people what's in season in farm shops as well. Farm shops tend to keep it seasonal with the odd thing coming from, but you do know what's in season. That's what I like. That's why I can't grow tomatoes. You know why I can't grow tomatoes? I love tomatoes. I've grown tomatoes for years. Problem is, when the tomatoes come up, when all these things and they come up and they're in season, they're cheap. You might as well just go and buy your tomatoes. Don't get me wrong, I know, because the flavour is so yummy and it's so good. But well,
Shuckers farm shop.
Chuckers or Shuckers?
Shuckers.
Shuckers. Hi, Shuckers. Where are you, Shuckers? Where are you? Lovely fodder. Do you know, fodder? It's probably one of my favourite farm shops, and I'm not just saying that because I know them up there, because I know Heather, and it's my stamping ground, being, having my Yorkshire roots and all that stuff, and doing the Great Yorkshire Show and everything. But I have to tell you, I love Yorkshire, as simple as that. I'm part of Yorkshire, so that's it. But no, I want to say, but it's the most fabulous farm shop, and Heather Parry, who started all this when it all first started. My God, the energy that went in to create this wonderful space was second to none. And I really admire them for that. And it's wonderful. So, and who was the other one? Don't you love the name Strawberry Fields? There was I love the name. I love it. Strawberry.
Wells Farm Shop.
Now I'm doing more, guys. Now this is, look how much more I'm coming in now. I'm doing much more. Wells, oh, let me turn my oil on. Hang on, I'll just turn my oil on. Sorry. Before we
got your favourite eggs and apples.
Oh, I love my eggs. Eggs and apples is my closest ones, and they're so nice in there. They are a fabulous farm shop too. Right. And what's lovely is seeing them grow, because they have grown into something really lovely, and it always takes time to grow, and you know, they have developed it slowly but surely, and now it's a fabulous place just to walk around. I love it. It's not big, but it's just perfect. And they've been very supportive for me, which I thank them for, you know, and also saying what I'm doing wrong too, which I always think is a good thing, because there's nothing better than a little bit of criticism occasionally, which is great, i.e. needing photographs to go with things, and I agree with that. Now, what I've just done, I'm sorry about the noise, everybody, I can't help it. What I've just done, I've just put the oil on, okay, for the chicken. Now, we're not going to do it for quite a while yet, but I put it on a low heat. It's important to bring it up. So please get your oil on. Now, look how much oil is there. So here we go. Ready? I'm going to show you what you do now. Keep it going. Just keep it going, all right? Keep it going, because this is the time where you can go wrong if you put a bit too much, but then you can go for it a little bit, all right? Okay, we're getting there now. This is worth, now, you can do it in a processor if you want to, but it's not the same. It's not the same. I'm sorry, no matter what anybody says, it is not the same, because it's not as thick. Here we are. Here we go. There we are. Oh, I love doing this. And it gets thicker and thicker and thicker. Except I'll be glad when the noise stops. And so will you, I think. I think you've muted it by now. I don't blame you if you have muted. Right, okay. Oh my gosh, it's coming beautifully. Look, so nearly there now, because we can get faster and faster. Look how yellow it is. There we go. You see, and also with the yellow, everybody's so used to doing Hellmann's, aren't they? You know, don't get me wrong, I have Hellmann's, but there's nothing like homemade. There we are. So now I don't have to push it so much on the base now. We're so nearly ready.
Oh, question.
Yes.
What number is your mixer on?
Good question. I don't have a number. Haven't got a clue.
Medium?
No, it's quite fast. Quite fast. Quite fast. Right, come on, guys. We're getting there. Do you know what? Do you realize what I'm doing here? I'm encouraging myself to keep going with it. But obviously, if you've got, as I said, a kitchen, I could have used my big mixer and done it by now. But, oh, you know, I want to do it by hand. There's very little left.
Very good question. I have a question from Eve.
Yes.
Can you rescue it if it's curdled?
Yes, you can. You can put just in another bowl, another dish, don't worry, put an egg yolk and just add it, what you've done, add it slowly, what you've done, and you can put a little bit of cold water in there as well if you first of all to try that. Otherwise, just add it slowly. You can rescue it, yes. You should be able to rescue it. I'd have to see how much it's sort of curdled away. But if you curdle, don't worry. Honestly, don't worry. You can actually, what is sometimes quite good, if you've curdled it, You actually can add a little bit of double cream to it as well, believe it or not. Right, but I would try just to get another yolk, add it bit by bit to the yolk, and you'll be there, no problems. It's so easy to curdle when you're not used to it, so easy. But honestly, please try. You know, I'll wait for you. Don't worry, I'll wait. I want you to keep going. Now, what's happened is it's getting very, very thick. In fact, so much so, my spoon is going to, I can put in a tablespoon. You see that? Look, it's so thick. How are we doing? Okay, just keep it going.
Does it matter the size of the egg?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Doesn't matter about the size of the eggs at all. I'm actually nearly finished now. So nearly there. I think I might. Now, it's really important, guys. I'm really nearly finished now. It's really important that you don't think you've got to the end. Oh, I'll just pour it in, because that's the time when you're going to curdle it. Only a little bit left. I'm not going to do any more because that's just a bit left. Right. Because I think it's okay the way it is. Now, it is so thick. It's like getting over something, isn't it? An illness or something. Suddenly peace and quiet. Oh, down. Here we go. Right. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get myself this. So this is what I've done. Now, let's just see how good it is. Okay, what did I say? I said you should be able to put a spoon in. Now, let me get, just for fun, let me get the biggest spoon. Well, no, that's the dessert spoon. Yippee! I've done it! I wonder if I can get it in with a bigger spoon as well. Hang on. Let's try a bigger one. Oh, there's a bigger one. I wonder if I can do the bigger one too. Yippee! I've made the perfect mayonnaise. Jackie, I hope yours is as good as mine. We're in competition now. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I would like, before I go any further, and I add lemon juice and all sorts of goodies to it, if you find it's getting far too thick, what I'd like you to do is you can add a little water, a teaspoon of water, and what that will do is loosen it. Okay, so if it's too thick, you just add a little water to it. While you're actually whisking it, if you haven't got a hand whisker like me and you're doing it by hand, please will you do that? Okay. Now I'm going to hang on while you just get this done, because I'm not going to move on until I've got thumbs up. All right. So how are you getting on? Will you tell me, please?
We've got people doing it at the moment.
Good. Well, I'm not going to move on until you've done it, guys. I'm going to actually sit here because I think it's important that you get this right.
Really good thing oh, hold on. So what we've got a question from Carol.
Yes.
She's really enjoyed your how-tos.
Oh,
and
good.
Very keen to learn what other stuff are you putting out soon?
Ah, very soon. We've already done it. We're doing sauces. We're doing vinaigrettes. We're doing mayonnaises. We're doing this sort of thing. We're doing. We've done it. We filmed it. So it's going out. Hopefully some next week. How-tos. We're actually going to be doing a lot of how-tos, because after all, it's how-to is the way to learn. So it doesn't matter what you're doing. So it's quite important. So how-to is everything. All right. So thank you, Carol. That's brilliant. Right. I'm going to now put some lemon juice into this mayonnaise. All right. So, and what that will do is loosen it up. There we are. Now I'm going to put a little bit more in as well. Whoopsie. Oh, I love it. I love it. Right. Okay. So we got this. I'm going to keep going here. I've done a lot of how-tos. I've also been doing, for fun, I did last week, this week, we filmed my salmon en croûte. I thought people might like to do it for Easter, which is really lovely. Now, that's it. Dave, look how yellow it is. Look at this. That's fantastically yellow. Look. Oh, I love it. That's mayonnaise. That's what a real mayonnaise should look like.
So we have a quick one hello from the Women's Institute and the WI Wanderers.
Oh, hello, WI Wanderers. How are you?
And they're doing a big shout out to Dymock Farm Shop.
Oh, Dymock
Farm. East Sussex.
Oh, fantastic. Whereabouts in East Sussex, I wonder? Dymock Farm Shop. Hello, Dymock. Fantastic. Well done. Thank you for joining with our boxes. It's so cool. Right. Right. Now, I'm going to put in this. I'm wondering whether I should take half and use half for something else. Yes, because I'm not going to make the whole thing tartar. I'm going to put that into a bowl and use that for something else. So what I would like is, can I have a blue bowl? Two blue dishes from there. That would be cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to be here. So what I'm going to do is take only half, because I only need half. Look at that. Now that is not something you buy.
Oh, so you've got a question here. Should we use sweet gherkins or cornichons?
Cornichons, all doesn't matter. I have to be, do you know what? I'm going to admit it. These are sweet and sour gherkins. I'm sorry, I didn't have any cornichons, so actually I use these. So I'm going to pop this in. Okay. So I'm also going to pop in the capers. Oh, I love capers. I'm also going to pop in finely chopped shallots. Again, I love all this. So we're going to pop this in there.
Let's do a few shout outs. We've got lovely Lily.
Oh, hi, Lily.
Has said, how you doing? And then you've got William.
Yes.
Who is cooking along.
Yes.
And they live in Tunbridge Wells.
Oh, hi, William. Are you cooking? How old is William?
William is 11.
Oh, hi. Oh, William, that's wonderful.
And then we've got a very good question.
Yes.
Once left in fridge, will it start to settle?
No, it won't. Absolutely not. What will happen is, the best thing is to put it into a bowl like that. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what you do. All right, those who are asking about keeping it in the fridge. What I do is, because this, look how stiff it is. I put it in there like that. And, or you can put it in a jar if you want. A jar's quite good, a sort of kilner jar, little jar, something like that. I love kilner jars, as you all know. Right. Oh. Okay. Now, I haven't seasoned any of this, and it's delicious. Right. Okay, so, oh, I'm going to take that off, actually. So, and then what you do is, I've got a little bit of the rapeseed oil, which I didn't use here. So all I do is now cover it. Let me just do it here so you can see. All I do to keep it in the fridge is cover it like that, all right? And obviously it's not level. Make sure it's level. I pop it in the fridge, cover it, and that will keep for absolutely ages, and just with the oil on the top. And then when you want to come and use it, when you use it, you just go like that. Okay, so you put it all in, don't waste it. And that's it. And that's how you use it. Now, but don't only put a thin layer. You don't want to make it masses. Okay. Now, at this point, we need seasoning. Now, this is where you do have to taste your tartar. So, I'm going to do this. I'm going to just check for seasoning, because obviously with the mustard in there, so I'm going to go like that. Now, need seasoning. Oh, that's so delicious though. Now, mix it up. What I think I'm going to do, you can either leave it like that. I would like a little bit more lemon in there.
Sorry, we've got an interesting question from Stephen, who's actually asking, is salad cream made the same way?
Oh, there's a lot of sugar in salad cream. I have no idea how they actually make the salad cream, but salad cream is different. Salad cream is sweeter. And if you were to make this into salad cream, you would literally put sugar into it. You would make it a completely different consistency and it would be different. It would just be, it's just sugary, very sugary. So it's not as good, not as good. Now I've just put some more lemon in there, but how they do, they wouldn't do the board. But the answer is yes, probably. It is similar, but not quite the same thing, because you can stabilize it. Okay, that's better. Now I'm going to just taste it again. Now look how thin that's become by putting all that lemon juice in. Look. Right, I'm now going to test it again. There we are. That is quite frankly delicious. Absolutely delicious. It's quite lemony and I wanted it quite lemony. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some into here because this is my little pot for later. So I shall put my presentation because I want my little, or you can just put it on the table for your family. There we go. So that's a little pot which I'll put here. Now I'm going to take the rest of it, and that, I have to tell you, was worth doing. I'm now taking this one, which is the one done, and putting it into a bowl. And I'm sure it will be absolutely devoured later. Right.
Quick question, does the parsley go in?
Yes, the parsley does go in. Thank you. Thank you.
That was from Lee.
Lee, thank you very much. I forgot. I forgot. Thank you very much. You see, I'm only, no, there's a song. I'm only human after all. How's it go? I'm only human after all. Okay, for that one, I'm going to do this, a little bit on the top. This is, I'm not taking this out. I'll just do that. But this lot, I put in here. Thank you, Lee. You're a star. Everybody's got to keep me in check, you know. I have to be kept in check because I'm so bad. Oh, must be my age. Right. I forget. That looks so pretty, actually, just with that. So, okay, guys, now. Bring this up. Clear your board. Clear your board. There we go. Always clear yourself up. I'm now just going to clear this away because I think I've had enough of this.
Sorry, did the shallots go into the...
Yes, they did. Shallots have gone in. Everything has gone in. Shallots, capers, cucumber, whether it's Goujons or sweet and sour, and also the parsley now. Right, parsley. And Lee, I have to tell you, it now looks like the real deal. There we go. Right. How delicious is that? Now, a little trick, a tiny little trick, to stop it getting a crust, to stop it getting a little crust on the top. It's very simple. You just literally, I just want to clear all this up because keep it tidy today, very much. I've been very untidy. So look, it's no good. You can't cook in an untidy place. Right, when you do it, it's very good. You have to put it so the actual cling film touches the top. So there's no air in between. Can you see that? There's no air. And we'll literally do it up, okay?
Sorry, just to cut in, sort of saying you put gherkins in, not cucumbers, of course.
Yes, you do. But I had sweet and sour cucumbers. That's all I had, so I used that instead. You know, the thing is, you must get bogged down, but you're absolutely right. It's better with that. So that's the mayonnaise that's not got anything in it. It's plain, common mayonnaise, homemade mayonnaise. So I can put any flavoring. I can put some saffron in there. I can put anything, ginger, you name it, I can put into there. And that is my leftover tartar. Okay, so that's for my delicious chicken. But I'm going to put it over here, so it's done. Now, that's finished. Right, we're now on to, can you pass me the actual, this one, please?
We have someone, Yvonne has taken her wedges out.
Well, let's have a look at my wedges. Hang on. No, mine aren't nearly ready. And in fact, I'm going to put mine higher. Yvonne, how come you've taken your wedges out? Let me just put mine on a slightly higher heat. Hang on. Okay. Okay. My wedges aren't nearly done. So you must have a much drier oven than me, because I think mine are going to be in for the whole of the duration. Ovens are variable. They're very different, you know. Ovens are very different. They work differently. You know, mine tends to take a bit longer. I don't know why, but it does. So we'll have to see. Now, oh, I love this. I love salsa. Now, what is in the salsa? I'm putting a little vinaigrette in there. You can just put some rapeseed oil or something in it. But what I've done is I've chopped some tomatoes already. Okay. I've also, so I'm going to put those in there. I've also chopped some shallots.
So we've got some questions here.
Far away.
What temperature did you put the wedges in at first?
210. And I've now put it up to 220. Only because
Well, we're going to have to put this up because Iris has sent a very interesting note saying she doesn't like an untidy kitchen because she lives in a student house and they live like animals, and I have to clean before I use our kitchen every time.
Oh, seriously?
Yes.
Oh, no, do you know
Iris,
what?
That was Iris.
That was Iris. Iris, do you know what? I completely understand. That's quite difficult, actually, isn't it? That's quite difficult. But I agree. It's better to be in a tidy kitchen anyway. Now, I would like to, if possible, get a slightly bigger pan from down there. Yeah, I mean, not pan, a slightly bigger bowl. Yes, please. Now, everybody. No, it's in there, bottom drawer. I want a bigger bowl so I can mix. Now, the salsa. Now, you can put sweet corn into this. Oopsie. It's all right. You can put sweet corn into this. You can put anything into this. I'm going to put some parsley, some garlic. So let me just some lemon juice. Okay, so let's just take the garlic first. Yeah, that's perfect, that one. Yeah, that's perfect. Right, going to do it in here, actually, just to mix it, then I'll put it back into the bowl. Right, so there we go.
Oh, good question. Question from Brilliant.
Yes?
Do you leave the seeds in the tomatoes or not?
No. What I do is I cut the tomatoes into quarter. If you go on my YouTube, actually, it will show you exactly how I do it. I don't skin them because I like the bright red in it. And also it's sort of quite healthy for you to keep the skin on doing this. And what I do is I then put, I take a knife and I literally take and just, I'll tell you what, can you get me a tomato out of the fridge? Let me show him. It's the best way to do it. Right, thank you. The big one, please, yes. Right, I'll just quickly show you how to take the pips out. Make it easier for you. Right, thank you. Oh, perfect, thank you. Right, okay, so I'm just going to do this. Look, this is how Ainsley does. Hi, How does he do it? It doesn't sound like that, doesn't it? I can't do it. Now, okay, so if we take this, we're now going to put in, oh, the garlic. I love garlic. Anything with garlic in is lovely. Right, okay, this is for you. Cut the tomato in half and then quarters. And all you do is take a knife. I always use actually a small knife normally. Okay, take a knife and cut the insides out. It's much easier if you do this than if you actually just take it out with your fingers, because then you've got, look, wonderful bits you can cut. And make sure when you cut it, you just cut the strips first, or you can leave it in strips if you want. You can leave it any way you like. You choose. But is that helpful? I hope so. There we go. Perfect. There we go. So now, okay, was that helpful for him? Did we have thumbs up?
Yes, massive thumbs up actually.
Oh, massive. Thank you. Right, I'm just going to take this. There we are. And then take this. Right, once we've done this, I'm being a bit rough because you know what? This is at home. It's not a blooming fine dining restaurant, although I don't really dumb down ever. But there we are. I just want to think. Right. Oh, I want that. So now the other thing is parsley. So lots of lovely parsley. And you notice how I'm doing stalks as well. There is so much flavour in the stalk. It's rubbish people taking the stalks off sometimes. It really is, because there's so much flavour in there. Right. Now, I've got a bit of French dressing here because I want to put a bit of French dressing.
You've got questions about the French dressing?
Yeah, but you don't have to put any in. Just put a bit of oil, literally. Because all I was going to do was put some lemon juice in it, which you should have in the recipe.
So why have you got that vinaigrette there?
Good question. I know. It's because I wasn't going to put some oil in. I decided to use the vinaigrette I had.
Is that because you filmed it recently?
That's because I filmed it. I've just got a load of vinaigrette left over. So basically, guys, just put a little oil in there. That's all you need to do. Here's the lemon. Oh, there we go. Right, so that's cool. That's all done. Now, let me just put this. He had to get it out of me, didn't he?
It will be posted on YouTube, won't it?
Yep, it will be.
You have a question.
Far away. I want to know how everybody's doing, though. Are they keeping up? Are they keeping up? I need to know. Oh, just put it into a stock. Put it into stock. Put it into a sauce. Put it into bolognese. Put it into anything. Anything at all. Now, let me just do this. Take a spoon. Oh, there's a spoon in there already. Hang on. Let me just give some more water. Oh. Okay, I just didn't think that looked very nice. Here, come on, let's do this. Oh, this is gorgeous. Now, salt. What's going to happen when I put the salt in? If the water's going to come out of it slightly. So that's okay. So I'm going to just put pepper in there. I love pepper with this. Right, thank you. So we're going to put this, and I'm going to put this in here. There we are. That is quite frankly delicious. Yummy, yum, yum, yum. A whole bowl of salsa. Oh, how lovely is this? Jackie, I know there's only 2 of you, but maybe you can have it for lunch tomorrow. Because I did do 6 tomatoes, didn't I? Right, okay, so let's now put it into here. Because I've got a little pot. I made this pot. Look, I'm quite pleased with it. I went to do a little pottery thing. And the thing was, all I wanted to do was get so many out. So I made these ridiculous shapes to get one for hummus, one for the aubergine, one for tartar. Okay, right, here we go. Okay. Now, I think that looks so gorgeous. That's ready in a little bowl for somebody. Here we are. It's going on my tray. Ready? That's gorgeous. That'll go there. Right now, let's take this off. Let us now just take this off. So funny, so great. Right. What I want is, I want to clear. So I'm going to give you time, guys, to clear yourselves up to get to the chicken. Okay. I want to check the potatoes anyway. Yeah, they're getting there. It's going to take the whole time. Amazing. Right. There we go. Use this. I'll use this left over for the for a stock or something. Okay. Also, on my YouTube, I've shown you how to actually make a lovely chicken stock, which is great. Bone chicken and all sorts of things. Right. Now, that's done. Fine. Okay. Could I please have that there? Yeah.
Well,
all of them. Thank you. Just here. Thank you. Right. Okay. Thank you. And also that. And also that. Thank you. Right. Okay. Now,
people are asking, what's the oil on that you've got, and how are we doing it? Shallow fry, deep fry? Oven?
Good question. I would like you to put the camera on this, please. I'm actually going to put it onto this one. Here. Let me put it onto this one, then I can show you. I've done it in my pan. Now, I want to talk, before we go any further, I need to talk about it. Oopsie. It's really hot. Please be careful with this oil business, guys, because it is very, very hot. Right.
So we deep fry.
Well, it's not exactly. It is sort of deep frying, but it's shallow frying. It's not deep frying. Now, it doesn't matter. You shallow fry with a little bit of oil, or you deep fry. Not deep fry, but just have enough. So what I've got is have enough in that's my casserole dish.
How deep is that?
It's not deep. It's about that deep. Okay, it's not that terribly deep. Now, the reason why I quite like that, I don't want to get a big fryer for me because I think the big fryers, I'm just doing the eggs, cracking the eggs.
Can someone use, someone's asking, Bev is asking.
Bev, yes, Bev.
Can you use fry light?
Fry light?
That's the light fry.
Oh, yeah. Do you know, you must be able to. I've never done it with fry light. I wouldn't know, actually, to be honest with you. I don't see why not. It's oil. But it's not going to be very, if you're shallow frying it, you need to be able to have enough oil so it's halfway up so you can turn it over. Does that make sense? So now the trick is not to have your oil too hot. So you have to keep it so it's, because if it's too warm.
Is it boiling? Or is it
no, if it's too,
or?
No, it needs to be about 170 degrees Celsius. Now, 170 degrees will crisp it on the outside. If it's too high, what happens is, if it's too low, I mean, it doesn't cook enough. But if it's too high, it'll brown it too much. So you need to have it. So it's literally, it's 170, about 170, 180. But don't go any higher than that. You're in trouble if you do.
Is that the right heat on now?
For me, it is the right heat. It's not bubbling. No, that's the right heat. It probably maybe even be a bit too hot. Now, the whole thing is, the most important thing here, make sure your egg is really, really well whisked. Why, you ask yourself? The reason being is because when you put your chicken into it, it will come out in strands otherwise, and then you'll have too much egg. You must make sure you break up that egg, break it up. Now, the other thing is, you've got to season your egg too. All right, so that's it. Right now, in here I'm putting sesame seeds in your coating. So I've got panko breadcrumbs here.
Sorry, question from Rebecca.
Yeah.
On the health front,
Yes.
could you cook the chicken in the oven rather than fry?
If you want to, yes. Again, it won't be quite the same, but the answer is yes, you can. And I understand that. I understand. I think you can do dry fry and a dry thing too. They have these dry containers. This is cayenne, by the way, cayenne pepper. So you don't have to put you can put as little or as much as you want into it. Absolutely. Health. I mean, I'm all for that because, you know, there we go. Smell is wonderful. Now, what I've done is I've cut the chicken into pieces like that. Okay, so let's just do one. Let's just do one. Now, I mean, when I say do one, I'm just going to take this here like that. I'm just going to do one. So I'll put that in there. All right. Now, make sure you've dusted your flour off. In. It's coming out beautifully. There's no strands. Look, no strands. That's so important. It's just coming off. Now in. It's all you want, nothing else. Okay. So.
What breadcrumbs is that?
This is panko breadcrumbs. It's on your list, that panko breadcrumbs. Okay. Now, I might actually give it again. Double dip, only because it'll give it a slightly better finish.
So, double dip's a good idea.
I think so, yes. It depends if you want to. It's up to you. But it gives it it gives it a better finish to double dip it slightly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this in. So we put one in, okay? So let's just pop it in. Now that looks actually perfect to me. So what I'm going to do here is take a thing out of here, a sort of, well, where I can find, here we are, one of these, if I need one of those. I also think I would like to have another, can I have a bowl, please? Take some of this out. Please just take some of this out, because I think there's a little, no, a bigger bowl than that. Down there, down below, yes. So, perfect, that'll do, yeah, that'll do. That's actually exactly what I would love. So it's a bigger bowl to put it into. Right. Okay. Now we're just doing this one, okay, so here.
Is there any cheese in the breadcrumbs?
Yes, there was some Parmesan. Right, that's it. Perfect. Now I'm going to get that out. Now I think that looks utterly perfect, utterly. And for me, that is the right temperature. So I think I'm going to go. Let's go.
Oh, we've had a little recap. Can we have a recap?
Absolutely.
On
Let's.
On the flour mix.
Yes. It's just lovely, just plain flour. Then I've got some, I didn't put any seasoning in the flour. Normally I do season, but I haven't this time because I put seasoning in my egg. I put seasoning in also my breadcrumbs. So it's very well seasoned. In fact, I'm going to put a bit more salt in there. It's very well seasoned. A bit more. Right. Perfect. So I've got that, I've got the flour, I've got the well whisked eggs, so you don't have any strands. And then I've got the sesame seeds, breadcrumbs, cayenne pepper, and also some Parmesan, all put in there. And I've just seasoned it with salt.
We just had a question saying on the picture that you said the Goujons were a bit redder. Do you know why that was a bit redder?
Probably the camera. More than likely. That's Martin's clever camera work. I hope they're doing well without Martin. This is interesting to see how they're doing. I mean, how many points would you give how many points would you give them to their camera work today? 10. Sorry, Martin. Sorry, because I know Martin's watching. And
wonderful support team.
Yes, I have got a great support team. Great support team, actually. Right, here goes. So perfect. Perfect. Don't be too nice to them, for goodness sake. It'll be too good to them. So, there we are. Let's do another one. Little bit. There we go. One. I think this double dipping is quite important because if you want a really crispy finish to them, I think that's what you need to do. So let's be patient now. Let's just carry on because this is the last thing to do. So we'll just enjoy our little endeavor together. And it certainly has been an endeavor. I think you lot have done so well. Seriously, I'm seriously impressed how you've followed and everything else. Right, okay, we're ready to go. Now we're going to go for the first lot. Okay, let's go. Right, here we go.
This is more healthy than a well-known beef fried chicken brand, isn't it?
Oh yes, it's much more healthy because you know what's gone into it. You know there's gorgeous oil, there's gorgeous whatever you want, there's gorgeousness. Yeah.
If it is going in the oven, how if it's going in the oven?
Yes.
How long for? At what temperature?
It'll need to go into the oven for about 25 minutes at about 170, please. You may have to check it after, after say 20 minutes, see where you are with it. A big piece. Right. Okay, just keep going now. Perfect. So that's it. Right, I'm just going to keep going, guys. That's the only thing I can do. Okay, so more.
Where's your chicken from, Rosemary?
This is local. This chicken is from Crouch.
From where?
Crouch, our local butcher. And it's an organic chicken. Now, I only buy organic here. But if people can't buy organic, it doesn't matter. I think that it's whatever they can get hold of. But this is a
Does it always have to be chicken goujons? Could it be a different meat?
No, it's normally sole. It's normally fish. That's where it originally comes from, the goujon. It's normally a sole goujon, not meat. So, yeah.
So for the vegetarians out there who might want to do this,
Yes.
what would you suggest?
For the vegetarians, I'd definitely say to them, either do, you can do it like, I suppose, like a courgette or aubergine or anything really, whatever you sort of fancy. Sweet potato goujon would be lovely. So really, anything like that. Anything, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good point though. Right. That's a good point. Vegetarians, very important. Because my children, some of them are veggie. Believe it or not.
Would this work for vegans?
Well, for vegans, not if you have chicken and things. No, they don't eat eggs.
Just quickly, Yorkshire halloumi for the veggie.
Actually, Yorkshire halloumi would be brilliant. That's an excellent idea.
How long do you fry the chicken for?
Just for about 3 minutes, no more. Not even that. I've had these on for actually about 2 minutes. They're very thin. They're very thin. You don't need them on for very long. They're thin pieces, so you've just got to look at them. They're quite big pieces, but they look there's more there than there's sort of a lot less there than you think, in a way, if I can say it that way. There we are. Right, I'm going to keep going. We'll soon be getting there. I'm going to keep going. I want to know how they're going, how the people are going. I want to know how they're going.
Well, we're having some good feedback.
Are they cooking away? Are they cooking away, can I ask? Yes? Actually, I'm going to, because I don't think I'm going to have enough eggs. So can I get a couple more eggs? If you find you need a bit more egg like I do, just get a couple more eggs, would you? Okay. There we are. There's the egg. There's the egg. Thank you. Okay. Right. I'm just going to do this because, thank you. Perfect. Because you may find you need a bit more because of the double bit of dipping. I realise that now. Never mind. Okay, just keep going. I'm just keeping going.
Yes, lots of thumbs up.
Oh, so nice. There we go. Perfect. Right, just keep going. Now I'm going to put a couple more eggs in here. I love the colours of the eggs, I really do. Right. Okay, so here we go. Keep going. Make sure, as I said, I'm going to take this off. That doesn't look very nice. Make sure you've got all the things in there. Here we are. Perfect. I'm just going to keep going until I've sort of more or less finished. Because if you don't want to do them all, you don't have to. All right. This is a bit boring, this bit, but I'm afraid these sort of things have to be done. But the beautiful thing about this is you can do it and just have it on the side and put it in the oven when you're ready. That's the thing. That's what I would do if I was you. There's this lot, then there's one more lot afterwards. Oh, what am I doing? Do you see that? Do you see me do that? Right. Okay. So we're getting there. I'm going to have a look after this is. There we are. Perfect. And then I'm going to pop this in here, there.
Can you remind me of that?
Right. Yes. There. Hang on. Let me just do this first. Yes. Okay. Hang on. Let me just look at this. Oh, I'm making a mess. I'm making such a mess. Right. Okay, there we are. It's because I'm trying to do it all in one go. That's why. You see, I'm being very naughty. I'm being very, very naughty. Never mind. Never mind. I'm allowed to be. Right. So. Okay. Now, I'm going to check, before I go any further, I really want to check on the thing, the potatoes. Can I have the panko crumbs that are there, please? Okay. Just, here we are. Here we are. I'm just getting the panko crumbs, which are somewhere here. Yeah. Okay. I'm running out of everything today. Now. Okay. Oh, I've just tasted a little bit on my finger and literally, thank you. Yeah, perfect. Oh, don't you love panko?
We've just got the quick questions. A quick question again. I think we were thinking about it. Oh, no, not that one. Sorry. This one. From Rillian. How do you know for sure if the chicken is cooked?
Well, first of all, it's a good question. They're only thin pieces, so it doesn't take much. I mean, for me, it's a matter of knowing. But it doesn't take much because what happens is, because the chicken is inside the cover, it actually keeps cooking inside the coating. So you know that the chicken will be cooked. If it's been in for about 2 or 3 minutes, you know it's been cooked. That's it, full stop. You just know it. Because you know, it's only a little thin. Here we are. There we are. Now, I'm going to check my potatoes, all right? So I'm going in here. Ah, they're beginning to look fab. Now, somebody was asking, I just want to show you, somebody was asking there about sesame seeds. Do they darken? And I said, no, they don't. And that's a classic thing showing you that they don't darken. Look, they're just there, okay? So I'm just, do you remember I said to you, you just do them once, and once it is, there we are. They should look absolutely gorgeous. There we are, crispy, beautiful. Now I'm going to put these back in the oven. Let me just show you. There we are, in the oven. Just to put them back for a little bit longer, because the whole thing is, you want them crispy. Crispy is really important. So that's the whole thing about leaving them, doing them once, and then now I'm leaving it there, and it'll be ready by the time we finished our chicken. So this second lot with the chicken, I'm now going to put in this lot, and we'll soon be ready. We've only got this left. So will you please tell me how you're getting on, everybody? I hope you're getting on fab with your chicken.
Quick question from Ben.
Yes.
What oil do you use for the potato?
I use rapeseed oil. Rapeseed. Okay. There we go. That's done. And that's done. So I can start taking this off. Right. Okay. Rapeseed oil. I use rapeseed oil a lot because for me, I think it's by far, it's local. It's what we do. It's what we have. So why not use what we have in our country rather than going to, there we are. Right. This lot is taking a little bit longer. And the reason why it's taking a little bit longer is because I put it on a really low heat. Now that is something you need to know about, because if you don't put it on high enough heat, it won't go crispy. So you really need to have it at about 170 Celsius. It's quite interesting because that's what gives it that crisp and that look about it. So you can see what's happening to it. Look, isn't that lovely? So the children will absolutely adore it, adore it. Now we're on to our last, we can see the end in sight, which is really important. So I'm just waiting for these to brown off a little bit more so we can see it. Can we see that, please, on the camera? Thank you. There we go. You can see I had it on not high enough, so because it wasn't going golden enough quickly enough, which is good for you to see and everything else. Now, I hope you're enjoying it. Are you enjoying this? Getting your supper done with me? So nice. Such a good thing to do. Right. Oh, it's perfect. I want them a little bit browner because I don't want them to look different to those. I want them to look the same, so I'm going to take them a little bit higher, okay? I want them to be the same. Now, it's a matter of twiddling my thumbs and seeing it all go, but you can see the meal. Let me just recap on the whole thing. Now, what did we do? We made our mayonnaise. We've got our tartar sauce, and you've got some mayonnaise left over for the week as well. We've also made our salsa. We put that together. And we got a lovely salsa with a little bit of oil and lemon in there. Not all is on the list, but you know, we just put it in. Then we've got our chicken. We obviously put our potatoes in first with our sesame seeds that don't brown, that just go in. It's extraordinary, isn't it? Maybe I will take this out. Look how much paler this is. There we are. So then we've got.
Why are they different colour?
But because I put them on a low heat to begin with, much lower heat. Right. So then we've got our potatoes, and now we've got the goujons, which are unbelievably gorgeous. Look at those. I'm just going to put this little lot in now. There we go. In we go. In we go. Oh, and what's lovely, this is a massive meal. I'm just going to turn this down. I put it up high, down, up, whatever. There we go.
Just to let you know, we're on hour 20. Remember to ask for photos.
Yeah. We've been going for an hour and 20?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, everybody. Please forgive me. Yes, I will. Right, okay. Hang on, let me just finish this. Right, we're just about ready. I'll finish this later then. and then people can just get on with it. Right. What I'm going to do now is, there we go. Right. Now, what I'd like to do is, I want to just clear this up. I want people to send in their photos, please. Please, I'm just going to, hang on. Please send in your photos. Please send all your things in, because we really are going ahead and we're doing it. And we've basically, I want to see what everybody's done. Not the fact we can't send prizes out. We made the decision, actually, it's not going to work, send prizes out to everyone. But what I'd like to do is just find the best one to see what the best one looks like. And also I want to, it's not so much the best one. I just want to see what you've done, because it's really important. And you've worked jolly hard for your supper. Very, very hard indeed. So I would like to just see the whole thing. There we are. There we are. Right. So we're going to take clear up. Now, didn't realize I'd been on quite so long. What I'm going to do now, because I want to continue just finish, but I'll do that when you're gone. So here I have, take this off as well. Keep this on. I shall keep this on. And what I'm going to do is pop this here. So what I'd like to do is take some potatoes out. Now, thank you. Take some potatoes. Oh, these look absolutely, these are perfect now. I can't ask for a better potato. I can't ask for a better potato. Right. What I'd like to do is put some Goujons, little bits of Goujons in here. Oh, this is wonderful. There we are. And then I would like to put some potatoes. Okay. That's it. Lovely potatoes. There we go. I'm sorry it's taken so long. There's been quite a lot to do today. So, and I'm going to take out my little bit of watercress. Let me just take this off, because I quite like to have it totally cleared when I'm showing you. It always looks much prettier. So, I'm going to put some watercress on here. I don't know about you, but I love watercress. So, there we go. Perfect. What could be nicer? Right. Yes, I will. I will. Hang on. Just put one more lovely leaf in there. Right. Okay. Now, just take it all off so it looks so much nicer. Now, this is
lovely.
Isn't that lovely? Well done, everybody. These are my lovely Goujons. These are my lovely with tartar sauce. I'm sorry it's taken so long, guys, but I really wanted to get this done and get it for you so it's perfect. I know it's a long one, but and I'm still cooking my Goujons, and they're probably going on for another 10 minutes. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, just got to let you know that Bev is just grabbing her coat and is coming over.
Bev, fantastic. Listen, that's great. So listen, thank you. Now, next week, it's Mother's Day, and we're going to be making a rhubarb tart. And absolutely, you've got the photograph, so you should have, the photograph will be on the website so you can see what you're going to do. So you're going to be making a rhubarb tart for your parents, your mother, for a Sunday lunch, after your Sunday lunch, or roast lamb, or whatever you're going to have for Mother's Day. So basically, I'm going to make the pudding for you. So I will see you next week. And thank you. And I'm sorry it's taken so long, but it's been great. I've loved every minute of it. I've just taken my time. Maybe I've been too slow this time. Okay.
Very good.
Listen, anyway, bye. Bye for now. Bye, everybody. See you next week. Bye.